So I got to take back what I said yesterday, because today I was actually able to get into a rhythm where I really did start feeling like the jump rope was actually turning into cardio. Uh, got another session in today during daylight hours, um, and maybe it felt like cardio because partially I had my rhythm going pretty good. I'm skipping in a different spot today, and I kind of had to keep my feet a little bit closer together because it was a small section of pavement that I had to work with. And I felt like that made it a little bit easier to kind of feel where the rope was hitting the ground because I had to hit directly in front of me. And previously I'd kind of just not really been paying attention to that. And today, whenever I was tripping up, I was noticing it wasn't like how I've been tripping up before, where I feel like maybe the rope is a little bit too short and it's coming around my head and clipping it at an angle and making me really frustrated. Today I really didn't get frustrated. I had some good rhythm going, and the most difficulty I had was getting started, kind of like normal, but whenever I was messing up, it didn't seem like it was some sort of super technical error, but more of just, okay, my legs are burning and I'm running out of steam here, and then my form starts to break down. So maybe I'm starting to make some progress on some skill. I think maybe the change of scenery helped me. I think tomorrow I'll probably jump rope here again just because it went so well today. Watching my form here, it seems like I'm just putting way too much effort into my jump. Like I'm jumping way too far off the ground, but maybe that's just me being overly critical of myself. I feel like my hands are also rotating really, they're super animated. And I feel like it's hard for me to go slow compared to fast. Obviously, really fast I can't do, but the speed that you're seeing me going at, it feels kind of fast to me. And maybe it's not, maybe it is pretty slow, but whenever I try to go any slower than the speed that you're seeing me go at, it feels like I'm losing tension in the rope. And to keep tension in the rope, I kind of have to rotate it fast, because when you lose that tension in the rope is whenever it starts going kind of wiggly on you, and then you end up clipping your head or clipping your foot on the way around. There's a little bit of wind today, so some of the pauses you're seeing me take is kind of letting a gust of wind go by before I try to get started, because it makes it kind of go wiggly and clip my foot or whatever. It just doesn't feel like I can get a good start on it. Today I did all one take, and I didn't set a timer. I just, at one point I'm pretty sure I went and checked, and I think I had been jumping rope for like 6 minutes, but I decided I'm going to go back and try to jump rope for another minute or two, just because I didn't feel satisfied with the amount that I had done yet. Also, skipping on this, really thin section of pavement, I'm having to keep my feet really tight together the whole time. And I'm sitting here watching the video right now, and there's still some separation that comes together as I jump up, but I think it's a little bit less than other days where my feet were kind of spread out and you could probably fit a couple inches in between them at their widest point. So I think it, forced me to tighten up my form a little bit all around. And I've noticed too, like sometimes whenever I mess up is when I really start thinking too hard about it. Like almost like, like a free throw or something. Like if you really think and focus way too hard on it, that's what's going to mess you up more than anything. So when I start really thinking really hard about, where are my arms at, how tight are they to my body, are my elbows pointed back, in front of me, behind me, all that kind of stuff, instead of just kind of just focusing on just doing what my body is telling me is right and what I'm getting away with, that's when I start really, really struggling. And that's mostly happening whenever I'm getting frustrated because, I'm messing up and I'm thinking, okay, I got to focus on what's making me mess up to be able to smooth it out, but it ends up just magnifying it, and then your problems are just getting worse. Yeah, I really don't have much else to say today. Had a good day today, man. I mean, things are looking up for me right now, and I'm feeling hopeful. It's just, I don't want my motivation and my hope for things better to come to go away whenever things go bad for me. That's the thing. I got to develop that resilience, that durable mindset, because I've had that before. I've had a durability to where when things are going bad for me and when things are tough, I am able to look on the bright side of things and keep myself motivated even when it sucks and even when I don't want to do anything. But like past couple months, I just really haven't had it. And when things go south for me, it's like the whole world is falling apart, because I feel like I don't really have anything to stand on. But I'm hoping keep working, keep developing these habits, and when everything else goes away and everything goes to shit, at least I'll have that and know that I can fall back on myself to have those habits that I can be proud of at least. I might have already said it, but I think one thing that definitely might have hurt me a little bit today was right before I went on jump rope, I ate a bunch of greasy pizza and cheese sticks, and not too much. Like I wasn't engorged or anything, but was definitely feeling it when I was out there jumping, and maybe that contributed to part of my cardio. Feeling a little bit hit today because whenever I eat a lot, sometimes I have a fucking hard time keeping my breath together, just walking up and down the steps or across the room or to the bathroom or whatever. So maybe that was a contributing factor, and that's something I really got to clean up my diet and make it a habit of going to the store and just keeping things around the house that I can eat that are healthy, because whenever I have things to eat that are healthy, I really enjoy it. It's just about making myself go to the store and making myself get the things that are, a little bit healthier, that are sometimes, more expensive and harder to justify, especially if, you just want to eat the junk food or the snacks or whatever. But I think once I start getting my diet on point, and like I mentioned before, I'm doing my habits and I'm drinking water every day and tracking every day. So that's the only 2 habits I have right now. But I think I want to start kind of aiming for a certain amount of water drank every day, because, the habits are super relaxed. It's just, if I take 1 sip of water, then, I can track that habit and feel like I did a good thing. That's the idea. But I think keep that as it is, but also outside of the habit tracking, just start aiming to drink a certain amount of water every day. I used to drink a gallon of water a day, and man, it really did wonders for my skin. That was the number one thing I remember. My skin was so clear and smooth during that time. And right now, because I'm trying to lose weight and stuff, I feel like in order to maintain as much muscle as I can, I need to be keeping hydrated, and I think it's something I've been sucking at. So yeah, this is just all stuff that I need to keep in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it.